What's the worst birthday gift you ever got? A used DVD of The Notebook after I explicitly told the person that I had no intention of watching it. Bonus. It was my step-mom who gave it to me. From her and my dad's DVD collection. That was in our living room and I could have grabbed it any time to watch. I have been stung by a bee 3 times in my life. And all of them were on my birthday. I was 3, 14, and 25. Grounded because I said that I didn't need to celebrate my birthday and that was too ungrateful of me. Forgotten. It was either a blessing or a curse. Considering my mom forgot until 9 p.m. Left me a voicemail telling me happy birthday. And forgot to hang up. Hearing her tell my sister there. I did it. Was. Interesting. Edit. Holy shit guys. Woke up to a lot of love this morning. Thank you all less than 3. A pair of homemade custom pajamas. Only problem was that they weren't made yet. It was just the fabric and a promise to make them for me. I had to give the fabric back and I never got the pajamas. A very obviously used candle. When I was 8 years old I was growing sunflowers with my mom one summer. My aunt decided to get me some fertilizer for the flowers for my birthday. On my birthday, I unwrapped my present and saw what looked like a tub of vanilla ice cream. But when I opened it, there was literal horse shit. In high school I got really into learning guitar. All I had at the time was a beat-up acoustic. My birthday came around, and a wrapped present, a fairly large box, appeared in my parents' living room. For some reason I became convinced it was an amp. My parents must have gotten me an electric guitar. They didn't. It was a blender. My grandparents have been gifting me, and my brother, the same set of 3 vice grips for almost 10 years. Collectively we have 60 vice grips. I don't know if they bought a pallet of them. Or where they are coming from. Get a grip grandma. I played high school football, American, because my narcissistic, and abusive, father wanted to live vicariously through me. He framed his old jersey and gave it to me as a birthday present. Like I was supposed to worship him or something. My godfather sent me a birthday card each year which said, he paid $100 to a bank account which I was supposed to get. When 16 he then got into alcohol. Used all the money and died. My grandparents were super low effort low budget at every birthday. One year they got me a second-hand coloring book from a swap meet. It was almost completely colored in by what appeared to be a 3-year-old with a single green felt pen. Also I was 18 and they thought it was a good gift because it was Disney related and I was going to college for animation and design. I got a credit card for my 18th birthday and told not to use it because it wasn't active yet. When I landed my first real corporate job at 22 the company ran a credit report on me and found out I had $350,000 line opened. Turns out my father had tricked me into signing a co-mortgage. And not credit card paperwork on my 18th b-day. I received debt on my 18th b-day. Edit asterisk thanks for the kind words. I didn't pay a single cent. It did affect my credit score back then. That's why HR flagged me. On a positive note, that was the first time that I can remember standing up to my father. I called him out in front of the family and I threatened legal action. I also called the bank and informed them of the situation. It was all resolved less than a week later. Edit P2 asterisk since this exploded I will add some detail. When the hiring director told me about HR's findings I didn't understand. I thought I was in trouble or something else. This happened about 20 years ago. Identify theft wasn't as common as it is today. He showed me the credit report printout. When I saw the bank's name I remembered that my dad had accounts with them but didn't think anything of it. When I got home I called the bank and inquired about the account listed on the credit report and that's when I found out 100%. I was angry, sad, etc. My older sis and my mom were at his house for dinner and that's where I confronted him. The bank was somewhat helpful. An agent did call me every day to update me on what they were doing to remove me from all the paperwork. So, yeah, I am a second child. But for whatever reason, I no longer care to know. My dad created an incredibly unhealthy relationship between him and I. Even as a child. Nothing ever physical besides a few spankings. It was mostly emotional abuse? I am careful to use the word abuse because so many more people have worse than I had. I still get teary-eyed while watching a scene involving a father figure, like Lion King. But I am aware there are people out there getting locked in closets by their parents. I have a blessed life today. I am usually involved with some sort of volunteer work. Giving really helped heal some old wounds. My dad got a tattoo on his chest of his birth sign as a gift to me when I was probably 12. He hyped it up all week like he got me some great gift. Like an N64 or something. Haven't talked to the guy in over a decade now. Good riddance. On a brighter note, I did get the N64 later that year from my mother. Edit. Maybe my dad's true gift was these Reddit awards 20-some years later. A lint remover. I was 12. An ex-boyfriend hyped up my birthday gift for days. So I was pumped. On my birthday, he presented me with a small, flat box. Inside was a passport. His passport. That's it. Just his passport. No tickets for a trip. No promises of a trip once we saved up together. He literally just gifted me his passport. I'm still baffled. Edit. Since everyone is asking. I accepted the present graciously. It was a gift and that's the polite thing to do. I thought asking about plans for an international trip would be rude. Traveling is expensive. We ate dinner. Went home. And the whole thing was pretty much forgotten about as far as I can remember. We broke up years later and this event played no role in it. He's just a terrible gift giver. My mom would get me a carrot cake every year for my birthday. I hate carrot cake. Always have. But it was my dad's favorite, so. A brown paper bag with dog crap in it. My brother was a dick. Years ago I got this chess game for the PS1 from my godmother. Thing is, it didn't work on my PS1. But it did work on her son's PS1. So he got a new game and I got nothing, smiley face. A used pen that my grandma found in her purse on my 16th birthday. Edit. I've never gotten more than 50 upvotes on anything before. The response has blown me away. Thanks Redditors for helping turn the tables on a slightly upsetting memory. It's good to be able to have a laugh about it now. My own scarf. Yes, that's right. My mother went into my room, took my only scarf. Wrapped it and gave it to me like it was a new scarf. A pencil and a chess t-shirt. I don't play chess. My Asian mom's gift was no extra Kumon homework after school homework, so my birthday gift was that I didn't get extra homework from her. My grandma once got me a see-through nightgown. And was sad when I wouldn't go try it on in front of my whole family. We then learned she got matching ones for all the girls in the family. And just gave them to us through the year. Edit. I feel like I should add she is very religious. Like go to church 3 times a week religious. 2 pens. IDK why they were in a box. I knew they were from Poundland but she didn't even have the audacity to give me all of them, she just gave me 2. Edit. Poundland equals dollar store. Forgot to Americanize. I just wanted a plain vanilla cake, I didn't ask for anything else. I didn't ask for gifts, I didn't ask to go anywhere, just a plain vanilla cake. My mother got me a chocolate and mint ice cream cake. I don't even like mint ice cream and I definitely never liked or asked for ice cream cake in my life for her to get that idea. It sat in the freezer forever. She acted like it was a big inconvenience for her. My ex-girlfriend had some boudoir photos taken of herself. Like sexy lingerie photos. Which she put up in her room. 3 different pictures put up. Had a whole book made of them also. She let me see them. That was my present. Pictures of herself. That she kept. And put up in her room. Lol. It was my first birthday away from my family since I was in college. There was a bomb threat on my college campus. We, all of the students, had to walk about a half-mile in the pouring rain to get to a safe place. I spent my 19th birthday alone. Wet and cold. No one got me anything except a McChicken when a friend remembered it was my birthday 3 days later. My grandma got me a hairbrush with a plastic horse head handle. The horse head was all chipped up and there was hair in the brush. Not my birthday but Christmas at my grandma's. I got a bunch of socks while my cousins got brand new ADVs. Kinda sucked knowing that my siblings and I came second to my cousins. A blow-up cake and a pair of cheap black sweatshorts. Edit. I just remembered the cake was second-hand, not even new to our family. Given to my sister the previous year. Thought I was getting a bike for my 15th birthday, but my foster parents announced that they were sending me to a group home after living with them for 11 years. Devastation. It was not bad at all, but to my 12-year-old self I was pretty pouty at the time. My mom alluded for months that she was getting me a phone for my 12th birthday, but I got a banana. It was a Christmas gift. But I got coasters from a relative when I was like 19 living with my parents. A breakup via text. Update. Wow. I didn't think this would blow up. Thanks for the awards and upvotes. I'm totally over her. It was 7 years ago this Saturday on the 19th. I have other issues that are far worse going on ATM. Like many others. 2020 is by far the worst year for me. COVID is just another nail in the coffin. And I may just take some of you up on having a talk with. Thank you for your concerns. You guys rock. HR complaint from 2 subordinates fighting over how to throw me a surprise birthday party. A bike when I was 7. The thing broke like 5 minutes after I hopped on. I ended up landing on a hornet's nest. Not a fun day. Either the clearly re-gifted book about politics or the time I got food poisoning. When I was about 10 to 11 years old, my grandma, my mom's parents, thought it would be a good idea to buy me a bra and underwear set for Christmas gift, knowing full well that I would be opening this in front of everyone. At 11 I was mortified, and also I had an aversion to wearing a bra at that point, and also that's a shitty gift. Then she insisted that I take it out of the box and hold us up to show everyone because she was so excited that I was blossoming into a woman. Thankfully my mom stepped in and told her it was an inappropriate gift and she took the box away. My dad's parents would always buy me little kid clothes even well into my teen years. Which was a weird. I have been adult-sized since like junior high. Or they give us partially used makeup samples? It's so weird. Now they've moved on to sending food items that I can't eat due to my food allergies and severe IBS. Edit. Wow, this blew up. This is my most liked comment ever. Additional stories that might amuse you. I also get perfume as gifts from family members even though I have severe allergies and perfume makes my throat close. Yes, I use all unscented stuff. And yes, it sucks. My sister once got me a watch even though I can't tell time due to having dyscalculia, learning disability related to math. Everyone knows I have it. And many times my extended family and friends have not gotten me b-day gifts because my birthday is near Christmas. Also the final shitty birthday gift. I have severe IBS, so every year on my b-day I can't even go out to dinner or have cake. I was living on the edge and decided to have 3 bites of cake last year, and it was coming out of me like lava. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy, dizzy face, dizzy face. Second edit. For all those wondering. IBS is irritable bowel syndrome. I have a severe case of it and it's super painful, and I lost 20 plus lbs in 2 weeks as a result. I won't get into all the gross details, unless you want me to lol, but it's a bad time. I thankfully have some meds that help now and I can eat again. But there are still foods that I have to avoid. My worst was also my best. One of my high school girlfriends found out when my birthday was. Which I don't like to celebrate. She was adamant that I must want something out of all the things in the world. I finally gave in and said, a box of dirt. I'll be damned if my birthday rolled around and she didn't have a nice pretty ribbon tied up on top of a tiny little cardboard jewelry box. You'll never guess what was inside. Beef jerky. No. I'm not serious. Dirt. It was full of dirt. Obviously she had other things stashed away, but I'll be damned if that wasn't the cheesiest, shittiest, most adorable present I'd ever received. She was the only one to ever listen to me when I said what I wanted for my birthday. Which is usually nothing. We aren't together anymore because of me. But she is still a distant yet trusted friend, and I am thankful for our time together. I'm glad she is happy. Edit. Everyone here has been so sweet. Thank you all for your kindness and for sharing your wonderful memories with me. As well. You've made my own memory that much more warm and given me some joy in an otherwise trying time. Thank you. My dad accidentally revealing that him and my mom were separating. He was on a bender and didn't realize he was texting me and not my mom. Happy 18th to me. For my 16th birthday I got a book on how to get a 4.0 GPA. I already had 3.5 GPA. I knew if I wanted to get a 4.0 GPA I just needed to work harder. I didn't open the book until junior year of college and it had a lot of common study tips. Edit. Thanks so much for all the upvotes and the award. I didn't expect this to blow up. Also, it was my aunt who got me the book. When I worked on a Navy base, a sailor stationed there found out that I made stuff out of animal bones for my Etsy and gave me a bag of stinky, wet, dead birds he found around the base. IDK how he knew about my hobby. Etsy. Or my birthday, but yeah. Bag o' birds. Edited to answer some questions. I had never spoke to him, but he knew a lot about me. And he was very creepy. He was on restriction, which is a phase of being kicked out of the Navy, and most people on that base got kicked out for drugs or harassing women, and he was not supposed to be talking to me anyways. When it happened, I didn't respond fast enough because I was in shock. A bag of dripping birds got set on my desk and he instantly became angry. I used to make shadow boxes, lockets and jewelry with animal bones. But I'd normally get the bones, animals from the college nearby, from science classes, instead of them just throwing them away, and would bury them in the garden and dig them out months later for the bones, or would put the animal in a tank of beetles. One year my husband got me a bag with stuff from the $1 store. Not even stuff I would want. Like a notebook and a coupon organizer and a few other things. Maybe $5 of junk. We had no money troubles that would prevent him from getting me a present. When I was 12, my uncle and his new girlfriend, who I had just met for the first time, bought me bras and a book about my changing body. My money stolen by a crack whore and kicked out of a hotel. Don't do drugs, kids. I'm glad I got sober 9 years ago and turned my life around. A friend once threw me a birthday party I wasn't invited to. I showed up at a local cafe to have a random acquaintance ask me if I was excited about my birthday party that night. When I asked what he was talking about, he directed me to a flyer on the bar with the friend's name, my name, and 4 to 5 other people's names being used to celebrate a joint unique name of user one's zodiac sign birthday party. I already had plans that night for dinner with a couple of people. But after dinner I stopped by the cafe. The bartender was the only person in the crowd there to acknowledge me or wish me a happy birthday for 20 minutes or so. Until the organizer walked over and wished me a happy birthday. "Hey, unique name if user one. It's great to see you," she said. "Happy birthday." "Gee, thanks," I said. "I hope you don't mind that I put your name on the flyer." She said, "That's fine," I said, and put my drink down and walked out. TLDR, a friend wanted to throw herself a birthday party, but didn't want to make it obvious that it was all for her. So she threw a party for multiple people, myself included, and didn't bother to invite them all. Not me, but my friend's sister. He bought her a 6-pack of Slim Fast. A card from my dad saying he was disappointed I didn't attend my grandmother's funeral. His entire side of the family are crap. I did enough by seeing her on her deathbed, and he signed it from Russell instead of the usual "Love, Dad," and it's the last I heard from the man in must be 8 years now. I'm in my mid-40s. I'd say, not in a materialistic way. But to answer this question, the worst gift is that I'm just never been given gifts at all. I'm just one of those people that everyone forgets my birthday because it's on a weird date, not a holiday. So my entire life, 95% of my friends, coworkers, significant others, bosses, classmates, family members, have all missed my birthdays, no calls or presents or decorations, or taken me to b-day dinners. Some people used to remember 2 to 3 weeks later, and call, and later text, and say, "Crap, I forgot your birthday again. Sorry." And still not celebrate it at all. Lol. But mostly it has been crickets. I just got used to it. Once I got in my mid-30s and started hearing how others are typically celebrated. As kids through adults, I really put together how odd this was. And it broke my heart. It's hard not to take it personally. Funny thing is, I'm really easy to buy for and don't have expensive tastes. So yeah, baffling. I swear I'm a really nice and kind person. What made it even worse was that I was the one who always remembered everyone's birthdays and bought presents, called, taken them out to dinner. It's not about money, it's about the disregard. So eventually, I stopped calling, buying presents, taking people to dinner, and a lot of people noticed and were upset about it. When I would say, "But this person had not called me for my birthday in 10+ years of friendship," they'd say, "It didn't matter. I should still call them and celebrate their birthday." My self-care said nope. So when I turned 40, I made a pact that, going forward, every year on my birthday, I'd buy myself a big present and get takeout from my favorite restaurant. I've never given myself a bad present yet. I lost my eye in an accident as a kid many years ago. On my mom's birthday. So not exactly my own story, but I think it's definitely a contender. A glitch in the Matrix. I remember one time my aunt came over and at one point in front of me and my mom she told me she had a gift in her bag that she would give me later. I was super excited about it and later she was getting ready to leave and I said, "What about my gift?" And she said, "What gift?" My mom even said, "The one you have in your bag for her birthday." And she said, "I don't know what you're talking about." I remember it so clearly because of how strange that entire day was. But I've asked my mom and she said she doesn't remember that happening. So my worst birthday gift was an actual glitch in the Matrix which was confusing and I didn't get a gift. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like. If you would like to see more content like this in the future, subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified about future videos. Now check out one of these interesting videos.